Township Council to order. Madam Clerk. Adequate notice of this meeting was provided and published in the Aspen Plus on January 30th, 2021, and the notice on February 6th, 2021. Copies of the agenda were provided to the meeting and posted on public bulletin boards in the Aspen website. Hello, everyone, and thanks for participating in tonight's Township Council meeting. The COVID-19 pandemic prevents us from meeting in a traditional way, but we've adjusted accordingly so that we can continue to conduct the business of the township and serve our residents. This meeting is available through the Zoom application, where you can see and hear tonight's meeting, and participate during all public comment periods as you would if we were all together in person. To ask a question or comment, please click on your device and a bar will appear on the bottom of your screen. One of the icons posted there is a raise your hand button. Click that to indicate you have a question. The raise your hand icon can also be found by clicking on the more option. We can see that on our end and we'll call on people one at a time. Questions and comments are also welcome by email. The address is publicmeetingquestions@bricktownship.net. We are checking that email throughout the meeting. Roll call. Councilwoman Bennett. Here. Councilman Aquino. He's here, but he's just having issues with his sound right now. Councilwoman DeYoung. Here. Councilman Nomolo. Here. Councilwoman Pacarera. Here. Vice President Halloran. Here. President Craig. Here. At this time, we'll have a salute to the flag and a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Can I get a motion and second to approve the minutes of the March 23rd and April 13th meeting? Howard, motion. Nomolo, second. Roll call. Councilwoman Bassett. Yes. Councilman Aquino. Councilwoman DeYoung. Yes. Councilman Nomolo. Yes. Councilwoman Pacarera. Yes. Vice President Halloran. Yes. President Craig. Yes. Thank you. We are on to the municipal budget hearing. Item 4.1, authorized reading of budget by title only. Can I get a motion and second? Motion. Second, Howard. Roll call. Councilwoman Bassett. Yes. Councilman Aquino. Councilwoman DeYoung. Yes. Councilman Nomolo. Yes. Councilwoman Pacarera. Yes. Vice President Halloran. Yes. President Craig. Yes. At this time, I will entertain a motion to suspend the regular order of business to accommodate the budget hearing. Council President, I'd like to make a motion to suspend regular order of business for the budget hearing. Nomolo, second. Roll call, please. Councilwoman Bassett. Yes. Councilman Aquino. Councilwoman DeYoung. Yes. Councilman Nomolo. Yes. Councilwoman Pacarera. Yes. Vice President Halloran. Yes. President Craig. Yes. Council President, this is on fix for the public hearing on the 2021 municipal budget. The budget was introduced by the governing body on March 23rd, 2021, and was advertised in the Aspen Press as the on March 26th, 2021, together with the notice of hearing for April 27th, 2021 at this time. Thank you. Copies of the budget are posted on the township website. Before opening this public hearing, I will outline procedures for those participating via Zoom. Anyone who has a question or comment on the 2021 budget should use the raise your hand button. You can find this button by clicking on your device. A bar will appear on the bottom of your screen. One of the icons posted there is a raise your hand button. Click that to indicate that you have a question. The raise your hand icon can also be found by clicking on the more option. Please wait to be recognized and provide your name and address for the record. I will recognize one speaker at a time. Address all questions to the chair. When necessary, questions will be referred to individual members of the governing body or municipal officials or expenses must be confined solely to the municipal budget before us. School or town matters are not proper subjects of this hearing and cannot be discussed or answered here tonight. I now open the public hearing on the 2021 municipal budget. Yeah, well, I'm just saying not to speak to anybody. I don't want to be. Oh, sorry. I agree on that. No. And there's no, the record there are no emails and public questions on it. Okay, so there are no hands raised at this time, and there are no questions posted on the public meeting record. So, observing no further questions, I will entertain a motion to close the hearing. Council President, I make a motion to close the public hearing. That's accepted. Roll call, please. Councilwoman Justin. Yes. Councilman Messina.
Yes.
Thank you. Yay. Councilwoman Young.
Yes.
Councilman Nolan.
Yes.
Councilwoman Pasquarello.
Yes.
Vice President Halloran.
Yes.
President Craig. Yes. Thank you. So we're on the about the municipal budget. Yes. Yes. We did this one already, right?
We did that.
Okay. Here we go by the Council of Brick. Let me open on the vote. 0-4, step 4, the certified document shall constitute an appropriation to the purposes stated of the funds therein, step 4 of appropriations and authorization of the amount of A. $78,198,039.82. Item 2 for municipal purposes and B. $1,045,707.88. For open space, recreation, farmland, and historic preservation, trust fund levy. Summary of revenues. General revenues and surplus anticipated $9,982,842.81. Miscellaneous revenues anticipated $15,906,382.88. Receipts from delinquent taxes $2,600,000. Amount to be raised for taxation for municipal purposes $78,198,039.83. Total revenue $106,623,260. Summary of appropriations. General appropriations within tax. Operations including $71,659,827. Deferred charges and statutory expenditures municipal $11,684,432.86. Cash deficit none. Excluded from tax. Operations. Total operations excluded from tax. $2,592,825.01. Capital improvement, $500,000. Municipal debt service, $16,197,912.12. Deferred charges, municipal, 25 cents. Adjustment, none. Transfer to board of education, 0. Cash deficit, 0. Reserve fund taxes, $3,987,269.58. Total appropriations, $106,623,266.80. Thank you. Can I have a member of council move to adopt? I make a motion to adopt the budget for 2021.
I'll second it. Howard.
Thank you. Madam Clerk? Councilwoman Justin. Yes. Councilman Messina.
Yes.
Councilwoman Young.
Yes.
Councilman Nolan.
Yes.
Councilwoman Pasquarello.
Yes.
Vice President Howard.
Yes.
President Craig. Yes. Thank you. The 2021 Brick Township Municipal Budget has been adopted. We are going to move on to the consent agenda. First, all matters listed under item 10 will be adopted by one motion with one listed below. President decided on authorizes the cancellation of a sales dated check in the amount of $42.64 in the township escrow account. Resolution 5-2.
Authorizing the Day Harbor Baseball Level Improvement.
Mayor?
Thank you. Now that the asphalt plants are back open up, we can go out to bid, get some more roads paved for our residents. So this resolution authorizes the receipt of bids for phase 1 of the Day Harbor Roadway Improvement Program. And the roads included are Van Portland Drive, Maryland Drive, Shea Lane, and Ida Way. So those will be the next, some of the next roads to be paved as well, once we get the bids back.
Thank you. Resolution 5-3.
Authorize the board of contracts to edit the educational services commission of the Attorney Department of Records 2021 for
This resolution authorizes the award of contracts to Buyer Ford Morristown in the amount of $86,014.02 for the purchase and delivery of 3 2021 Ford Bronco sports vehicles, priced at $28,671.34 each. The township is acquiring these vehicles through a cooperative purchasing agreement with the Educational Services Commission of New Jersey. The vehicles were approved in the 2019 capital budget to refund the inspection fee. Resolution 5-4.
Authorize the board of contracts to State of New Jersey Cooperative Purchasing Program Workforce Ready on Tuesday.
This resolution authorizes an award of contract to SEI International Somerset in the amount of $278,410.44 for the Workforce Ready and Workforce Health Staff Enterprise Software, which includes the installation and setup of new time clocks and related software. SEI International is an approved New Jersey state contract vendor. This new system will bring all employees under the same time and attendance system, providing for a more efficient process for each department, payroll, and human resources. Resolution 5-5.
Authorize the manufacturing and trading services.
This resolution authorizes the resale of manufacturing and printing and press goods. Bids were received on April 16, 2021, with one bid received. However, an additional bid requires the township to reject and re-advertise. Resolution 5-5. 5-6.
Authorize special events for the Marina Party.
Mayor?
Thank you. This resolution authorizes a special event permit for a marina party and pig roast on Saturday, August 7th, between the hours of 1:30 p.m. and 9:30 p.m. at the Jersey Shore Marina, 841 Route 70. And there's a rain date which is built in as well, which is set for August 8th. Thank you.
Thank you. Resolution 5-7. Madam Clerk?
7A, the performance project for 2026 to 88 LLC under the lease, the amount of $18,330 to be returned to the applicant. 7B, the performance project for Robert Bruno on Princeton Avenue in the amount of $28,997.47 and $629.62 for the inspection fund release. 7C is the performance project for Robert Wiseman on the road in the amount of $19,179.37 and $3,096.99.
Thank you. Resolution 5-8. Ms. Murphy? Thank you. 8A, tax overpayments for 2021, student homestead rebates, there are 19 in total. 8B is the refund of cheated monies for CSP Services LLC, Phoenix Funding, for tax sale certificate 2015-0190, in the amount of $26,000. Thank you. That concludes our consent agenda. Can I get a motion and a second?
Motion, Alan. Second.
Open to council. Closed council, open to the public for questions on the bill, on the resolution.
Question.
Repeat that, I'm sorry.
Richie Campbell.
Is this on the resolution we just read?
Yes, I have a question. If any alternative energy vehicles were considered in lieu of those Broncos, or if any sort of electric vehicles were considered instead of using gas guzzlers? Yes, John Newsom, Mayor. Yeah, we're trying to get into the program of getting some electric vehicles. We've applied for a number of grants. One of the most recent one is money that's available through the Volkswagen settlement. So that's an interesting grant, because most of the time grants have to apply on July and then you're flying down by August 1st or something like that. Volkswagen is a rolling process, so our application is in, and we'll wait to see as far as getting into the electric vehicle. We like to do that, have charging stations as well. We're just looking to get funding.
Okay, I just think the Tesla Model Y has been more efficient than Ford Bronco for these purposes, but okay.
Can you just state your address? We got your name and address.
48 Franconian Drive, New Jersey, 08723.
Thank you.
I'll be out of a few questions.
Anyone else for the items on the agenda?
Hello?
Ms. Meyer?
Yeah, sorry. I was waiting for my name to be called. I have a question with regards to the budget. Is that closed now?
That's close, so you can you still have our people there, so when we open to public at the end of the meeting, can you answer questions at that time?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else for items on the agenda? Being none, vote public, roll call. Councilwoman Jackson. Yes. Councilman Menifee.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeYoung.
Yes.
Councilman Noel.
Yes.
Councilman Cabrera.
Yes.
Vice President Conklin.
Yes.
President Brady. Yes. We are on to 5-9, computer bill resolution. Be it resolved by the Township Council of the Township of Brick that the following bills be paid, and that the mayor and clerk be when they're authorized to vote order by the treasurer of the amount to pay. Computer bill resolution in the amount of $2,060,168.55. Thank you. Can I get a motion and second? Jackson, second. Open to council. Closed council, open to public for questions on the computer bill resolution. Seeing none, closed public, roll call. Councilwoman Jackson. Yes. Councilman Menifee.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeYoung.
Abstain, CME, yes to the rest.
Councilman Noel.
Yes.
Councilwoman Cabrera.
Yes.
Vice President Conklin.
Yes.
President Brady. Yes. We are on to 5-10, manual bill resolution. Be it resolved by the Township Council of the Township of Brick that the following bills be paid, and that the mayor and clerk be and authorized to vote order by the treasurer of the amount to pay. Manual bill resolution in the amount of $1,720,000. Thank you. Can I get a motion and second?
Motion. Beyond second.
Open to council. Closed council, open to public for questions on the manual bill resolution. Seeing none, closed public, roll call. Councilwoman Jackson. Yes. Councilman Menifee.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeYoung.
Yes.
Councilman Noel.
Yes.
Councilwoman Cabrera. Councilwoman Cabrera. She's trying to get back in. Could you just give it 1 second? She's in. Councilwoman Cabrera.
She's muted.
No, she's not here by me. Vice President Conklin.
Yes.
President Brady. Yes. We are on to 6-1, ordinance on second reading. An ordinance of the Township of Brick, County of State of New Jersey, prohibiting the operation of any type of cannabis businesses within its geographical boundaries and amending chapter 225 and deleting chapter 340 of the Township Code of the Township of Brick. Thank you. This ordinance bans the operation of cannabis establishments and distributors for delivery service locations in Brick Township. First, to address some concerns about tax rates. The state has allowed towns to put up a 2% tax on sales. The state has estimated that they will sell $1 billion worth of marijuana. There's also an estimate that 300 of the 565 towns in New Jersey will allow the sale. The $1 billion in sales would amount to $3.3 million per town. 2% of the $3.3 million is $66,000. That is the great revenue that the town will see if stores were allowed. It will actually be less due to the cost of collection of tax. So the issue of a windfall of money that would help schools and help lower taxes simply does not exist. The money equates to approximately one $35,000 employee. The law enacted in February of this year legalizes the recreational use of marijuana by adults 21 or older and establishes a comprehensive regulatory and licensing scheme for commercial recreation adult use cannabis operations, use, and possession. The law states that municipal regulations or prohibition must be adopted within 180 days of the effective date, by August 22nd, 2021. Failure to do so shall mean that for a period of 5 years thereafter, the growing, cultivating, manufacturing, selling, and reselling of cannabis and cannabis items shall be permitted uses in all industrial zones, and the retail selling of cannabis items to consumers shall be conditional use in all commercial and retail zones. By passing this ordinance and not being the test program for the state, we can sit back and objectively observe what towns have to deal with on the issue as a whole. Maybe there are no issues. Maybe there are many issues. In any event, we are protected from being the test subject. The town is not locked into the ban for 5 years by passing this ordinance. The town would be locked in for 5 years if nothing was passed by August 22nd, 2021. And any operations that open in that 5-year period will be grandfathered in forever. The Council's Land Use Committee reviewed the new law, and is recommending the Council act on banning the operation of cannabis establishments. Can I get a motion and second? That's the motion.
Second, how would it be?
Open to Council. Close Council. Open to public on this ordinance reading.
I got a few things to say.
Okay. You need to please state your name and address, and then you have 5 minutes.
My name is Richie Campbell. I live at 48 Antonio Drive, Brick, New Jersey. I am prepared to, as well as plenty of other successful entrepreneurs, sitting and waiting for the state guidelines to come out on this, and fighting this will immediately cause this township to lose all potential investment. There are plenty of people waiting to build places along the shore, and somebody will establish something within a community around here. The town can either get on board or get run over, because you can't stop Uber, and somebody will come around and circumvent all your laws and have an autonomous delivery system set up in the community selling marijuana neighborhood to neighborhood. So you can fight all the economic growth. You can, instead of a successful business coming to Brick Township, bringing engineers, bringing scientists, bringing jobs for veterans and individuals with disabilities, you're going to fight that and continue to lose jobs in the community year after year. Our town is going to have a job crisis over the next 10 years, and employment opportunities dry up. Big tech is going to destroy the world, and communities like this, you should be adopting and encouraging investment from growing industries like this that are not Amazon's doing. Amazon is going to destroy half the retailers in our community. Everything will be delivered autonomously door to door with drone service as well. If you can't see that these things are going to happen, you need to wake up. Watch the news. Watch what's actually happening. Everyone on the council who approves this really needs to stop calling themselves a Democrat or a liberal. You're aligning yourselves with far-right extremist ideologies, and President Trump is not this far right on this issue. So he's far more liberal than anyone on the council who supports this. I suspect that outside interests may be involved, and lobbying from other townships or communities is involved with this. This is an economic weapon to destroy our community if you fight it. somebody will take this lunch, or it can get on board and actually bring engineering jobs here. No tech company is coming to the area except talented tech startups in the marijuana industry. But we don't want those jobs. We don't need them. People who, in several occupations, are going to lose their jobs all over your community. You're not prepared to add thousands of jobs to the community. This is one thing that could add thousands of jobs. What are you going to do when Target and Walmart replace 3/4 of their staff with robotics and technology? This town is so unprepared for this. It's not funny, it's sad. Many of you are underqualified, and you should really educate yourself on the topic. The marijuana is going to be sold, whether it's been on board or not. The fact is that you can create jobs, revenue, and startups to come to this community. Nobody with half a brain is going to just dismiss this. You must be working in the economic interest outside of the community, and I expect that will be shown in the future. Does anyone on the council support this? Support not being against this is my question. The full council, or you all in favor?
And voted, we create all in the council, this is not.
Okay. All right, Mr. Monroe, I'm not there. Okay. What's not there is the employment opportunities for veterans and individuals with disabilities in the community. That's what you should be embarrassed of. You should be trying to create jobs, not lose them. The township is really in bad shape and has two paths for this community. We could be West Mount Logan, or we could be East Lakewood. And I know what way you guys are going for working in the interest of it's sad. I don't want to leave my community. I don't want to get out of here. But you guys continue time and again to work in the worst interest of the community. And if I'm not mistaken, the 2020 voting election, I thought your residents voted in favor of it. I know the county did. But I'm pretty sure the town as a whole voted in favor of this. So that will be working outside of what the community suggests.
Mr. Campbell, thank you for your comments. Your time is up.
Right.
Anyone else like to comment? Please raise your hand on this ordinance on second reading. Seeing none, close public, roll call. Councilwoman Bassett.
Yes.
Councilman Messina.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeYoung.
Yes.
Councilman Miller.
Yes.
Councilwoman Pacarella.
Yes.
Vice President Howard.
Yes.
President Drake.
Yes.
We are on to public comments. Madam Clerk, please note that the person addressing the council during any sensitive meeting during the public comment is permitted, but limited on other parts, and pursuant to the Township Administrative Code, Section 2-36. Thank you. I'm going to go right to Ms. Meyer. I appreciate your patience. We did not see your hand raised when we called for comments earlier, so I want to be the first to have your first 5 minutes. Can you just please state your name and address?
Yes. Susan Meyer, and I reside at 61 West Old West Drive. Thank you for allowing me to bring this issue up. I tried to do it earlier, but everything just went so fast. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to throw this out there. But my concern is, after last year, and everything was closed down, the fuel expenses had to be cheaper for you this year. Supplies, manpower, overtime associated with public events, parks, and the reservoir, reduced or no new hires. Very little snow over the past 2 years. It just seems to me that we should have saved money, or we should have made money last year. And so that would, to me, would justify not increasing the taxes. Even though it's just a little bit, I didn't get a COLA this year. In fact, people that own businesses in this town or live in this town, are struggling to get by. And I just don't understand why there has to be a tax increase this year when we should have had money in our pocket.
Thank you. I'm sorry, did you have anything else? I was going to have the mayor comment.
Well, answer that, I mean, I don't understand why there wasn't an increase in money in our coffers. We should have saved money with fuel expenses and operating costs last year.
So, yeah, so I can assure you that everything on the town side, though it seemed like the world stopped, continued to work, and everyone, all of our services continued, and I'm sure the mayor would like to speak about that.
Yep, thanks. Okay, so yeah, this is, the budget this year increased, just about, increase of less than 1%. So it's basically about $1 million. And so there was increases. So there was cuts as well. So you have to balance everything out. Of course, there's things that are savings, but then there's also, in this particular case this year, were things that have increased. So the big increases were $1 million for bond principal payments, an increase of $771,000 in police salary and wage due to hiring some new officers, as well as some raises, and $666,000 in pension contributions and $193,000 in EMT salary and wages. So when you add all that up, that is close to $2 million worth of increases, but yet the budget actually only went up $1 million. So there's definitely cuts and definitely savings that have occurred, but then we have these four big expenses for the year that have increased, and that's part of the reason why it's going up. And basically, as mayor, I would want to keep taxes stable. I don't like, back in the old days where it was 11%. You look at other towns, they might have a 0, and they have another 0, and then all of a sudden they have an 8% raise because they got to make up for the 0. And that's just not what I'm about. I just want to keep things as even as possible so that people can make Brick Township affordable. So this year's raise is, for the average assessed home, is $3.75 a month. So that's all the raise equates to. I know it's a raise, and people don't like raises, but things go up. Salaries go up, bond principal payments, pension contributions, all those things this year have gone up substantially. Those are the four big ones, more than $150,000. That's why it's not even why I mentioned them. And that's kind of a summary. I did the summary of the budget when I introduced it, which is a couple weeks ago. That meeting. That's why I need to write all the facts and figures against that. Thanks.
So can I fix that then? I mean, it seems to me of the list of things that went up, or that the things you identified, the only thing that would have been new is the new hires. The other bond payments and pension stuff, isn't that every year constant?
No, not constant amounts. So this year there was an increase of over $1 million in bond principal payments that were due. $666,000 increase in pension contributions. This is from last year. The police and then the EMTs. What happened with the EMTs is so we had to hire part-timers as well as full-timers. And then, unfortunately, in 2020, Monarch went out of business, and Hackensack Meridian took them over, and they had a high part-time wage. And Manchester Township got rid of their volunteers went away, similar to ours, by attrition. So they had a paid squad, and they also had a high part-time wage. So in the middle of the pandemic, we had to go to the Council of Business and Finance, go to our CFO, and figure out how to give raises in the middle of the year in order to keep our employees, because they're all jumping ship to go for higher wages, which is understandable. So we were able to convince everybody to do that. And then obviously now it was out of whack, because the parts, we knew it going in, but we just couldn't do anything with the full-timers last year in the middle of the pandemic. It would have really, really affected us. So we knew we were going to wait till the end of the year for the new budget to help out with the full-timers. Because now it's out of whack, and the part-timers were making more per hour and things like that. We did the math. So that's what the 193 is for the EMT salary, which.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else for public comments? Please raise your hand. Justin B., you have your hand up. Please state your name and address.
Justin Delaney, 301 Sandwood Place, Brick. I just want to commend the council on passing that ordinance tonight. I think it's a proactive approach to what's going on, and not many people take the time to read the full wording of the laws coming out by the state in reference to marijuana sales. And being proactive is better than being reactive down the road, as you guys stated earlier, and it's something that could be undone when laws and rules change by simply passing a new ordinance. And I just want to commend you guys and say thanks for being proactive.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else for public comment? Richie Campbell, you have your hand raised again? You have 5 minutes?
Yes. I would like to say that the township needs to get way more proactive on sustainable energy plans. We're a town on the Jersey Shore, which is a beautiful community, not a gross one. Today, I went to a convenience store, and 2 police officers sitting there eating lunch and hanging out in their 2 internal combustion engine vehicles, idling away, polluting, doing wrong for the environment. Clearly didn't care to leave their car idling in the parking lot. I know I was not thinking if I was driving an internal combustion engine and left it like that. So clearly the pollution standard is irrelevant. So I support that the township gets serious about this, and I don't consider myself familiar with any political party, left or right, but as you all are Democrats, you should be in favor of these kind of things and encouraging these kind of things. I would like to see an outright ban on gasoline vehicles in the township fleet. There's no reason all the town inspectors, all these police officers should be handling their cars with an electric battery. You're not taking this serious enough. This is a global problem. Prices will continue to rise. Our community will be directly of a problem with this. But we're not going to care about that. We're going to continue to let people build on the water. We're going to keep collecting taxes from them. We're not going to do anything to make this place sustainable. And as Democrats, you should all be ashamed of yourselves, because the people in this community deserve better. And that's one part of making this planet more sustainable. I would also would like to hope and encourage that the township tries to make our community a better place, a safer place for our families, and holding more commercial accountability throughout the community. Because having to deal with code enforcement and having to then work on a call-by-call basis and not actively pursuing toxic, dangerous, and unsafe conditions in our community is shameful. And I just hope you guys change some of your practices, because the board clearly seems like you guys are going along the lines of right-wing extremists. And thank you for fighting the only growing industry that could possibly come to our community. Good night.
Good night, thank you. Anyone else from public for comment? Seeing none, close public. We are on to council comment. And I lost my spot. Ms. Bergen? I have nothing, thanks. Mayor?
Yes, thank you. A couple things. First, I go to a monthly meeting with the Chamber of Commerce. Usually it used to be a month, now it's Zoom. Just kind of reminded me I don't talk about stuff about it here. Chamber of Commerce does a great job promoting business and getting answers to the public about what different types of businesses, what was open during COVID, things like that. So everybody should take advantage of their services on Chambers Good Road over in the Civic Plaza. Also had the opportunity to be a guest lecturer at Ocean County College on public administration class. Had a great time with a lot of King students as well as OCC students that were on with Zoom as well. I want to say thank you to First Lieutenant Philip Bacone. They had his family threw him a welcome home party, and I was able to attend and provide a proclamation for Philip, First Lieutenant. He is actually going to be here in Brick for another couple months, and then he's going to go over to overseas to Japan again to keep us all safe. So thank you, First Lieutenant Philip Cohen. Senior Services here did an awesome event with seniors. It was a bingo event where the actual participants were in their car and listening to the numbers being called through their radio and also through a microphone by Bob Scott, who was an MC. Complete Care of Brick did a great job sponsoring it, and we've had about 27 cars, with probably 2 or 3 people on each car playing bingo. We're going to have a lot of different activities going on for seniors over at Traders Cove as well, soon, starting in May. Final elections were held last Tuesday. I don't know how many people voted in it, but congratulations to the winners of the fire commissioner election. I went over to the vaccine clinic that we were lucky enough to partner with Brick PAL and Walmart, and it was so super well run. People were in and out, no problems. And we were lucky enough to have OHI give us another vaccine clinic here in town for all ages, 18 and over. We had actually had more vaccines than people wanted to, the people that wanted them, which is a good sign. I think a lot of people are getting vaccines. Thank you to OHI as well as Walmart and our Brick PAL again for partnering with that. I went to the Brick Morning Rotary in the 7:30 a.m. meeting at the Brick Diner. It was great to be out in person, speaking to people again. They have a great food drive going on now. There's a drop-off here at Town Hall for anybody who's interested in donating food, and the Brick Rotary delivers that food to needy families in town. Town Square Senior Center in the Laurel Square had a kind of save the date for our grand opening event last week, and it's going to be a really awesome place. It's a daycare for seniors, where there's karaoke, there's a jukebox, there's a diner where you can get milkshakes and other diner food. There's a band room where you play the drums and piano and guitar. They're still building it. It's taken up about 4 or 5 storefronts in Laurel Square, which is awesome. I hope that's one of the tougher shopping centers as far as being built, just because of the age of it and the condition, and the owners aren't that great. They're trying, and this Town Square Senior is going to bring a lot of people into that process. So some of the other storefronts will probably fill up, but there's only one left now, as well as the Finn's building in front. Congratulations to the new 6 police officers that were sworn into their positions here at Town Hall today. Congratulations on joining the best police department in all of New Jersey and probably all of the United States. Coming up, we have the farmers market starts Saturday. It's from 8:30 to 1:30 every single Saturday through September at Woodward Beach. Also on May 8th is construction drop-off day. Thank you to our CFO, Matthew Burke, who is here. She was ready to field all questions, although I kind of answered, I guess, the one question that we had on the budget. Sorry about that. I didn't realize it. And everybody, before we have the council meeting, Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day, especially in my case, to my wife, Deirdre, and my mom, Ivy. So, thank you very much.
You are very welcome. I'm sorry. Mr. Starkey.
I'll speak for me tonight, thank you.
Sir? I have nothing, thank you. No, Secretary.
Nothing, thanks.
Councilwoman Jackson.
Thank you, Council President. I just wanted to say that as things begin to open back up, our summer recreation programs are going to be fully up and running. And the recreation brochure is now available online on the website, www.bricktownship.net. So please check it out and avail yourself of all the activities that the recreation department has to offer, including beach edges, which are on sale for the great beach season. I want to thank everyone for doing their part in the pandemic to keep our friends and neighbors healthy. Keep your foot on the gas, keep wearing your mask, keeping your distance, and washing your hands. And that's all I have this evening. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Nickino.
Thank you. I have nothing tonight.
Councilwoman Young.
Yes, I just want to say that we're
remind everybody, like the mayor said, the farmers market starts this Saturday, May 1st. I'm looking forward to going and seeing a lot of new vendors that came. A lot of the produce that everybody expects to be at farmers market is not out yet. It is not obviously warm enough to have our tomatoes and our corn and all that stuff, but there are a lot of great other vendors and a lot of new guys coming in that's going to make it really great this year. So I want to thank Chris in Recreation for all she does all the time for the farmers market. So see everybody Saturday.
Thank you. Councilman Mullen.
Nothing, Susan.
Councilman Porter.
Thank you. I don't have anything to speak.
Vice President Howard.
Thank you. Happy Mother's Day, since we see each other until after Mother's Day, and that's all I have. Thank you.
I also have nothing. Our next scheduled meeting will take place on Tuesday, May 11th at 7 p.m. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Second?
Second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye. Thank you.
This meeting is adjourned. Have a good evening.
7:46.
Thank you.